Jasmine. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story about the most famous murders, the Bordens. My name is Jasmine Segura, and today we're going to talk about the most famous murders in American history, the Bordens. The story centers around the Borden's daughter, Lizzie Borden, who they assumed that she killed both the dad and the mom. Lizzie was a weird child. She really was. She was like the Kim Kardashian of the late 1800s. But her parents were rich, like stinking rich. She was spoiled, entitled, rich. She was that one white kid on the block. She basically thought the world revolved around her. Then her mom died. She was like, damn, she's dead. And no one can replace her as a mom, even though I was 5 years old. Still, no. But then when her dad got remarried, she was like, I don't like her. I hate her. She's just a gold digger. I'm not going to kill her, but I hate her. So Lizzie grew up to be entitled. She constantly kept asking for stuff. And it's like grew on to like she was in her late 20s. She's like, Dad, I want some shoes. And her dad was like, damn. All right. Damn. And then she said, Dad, I want some Yogurtland. Damn. All right. Damn. So I got to the point she was like, Dad, I want Mom's old house. Damn. Okay. Damn. So Lizzie got tired of asking for stuff. So she plotted the murder of both her dad and her stepmom. So she can inherit the money, of course. So she walked to the drugstore. She was like, hello, sir. I need some prussic acid, please. He was like, you know that's a poison, right? She was like, yeah, I just needed to clean my robes. He's like, no one cleans their robes with acid. It's poison. She was like, yeah, but I need it real bad. He's like, look, I don't even know why I have the poison, but I can't give it to you. She was like, but I really need it. And he was like, no, go away. She stomped away all pissed, and she was like, I don't need it anyways. I can do it myself. Leave me alone. So Lizzie goes back home. She's like, damn it. Couldn't get the poison, but I gotta get the job done. So she goes into the barn, starts digging for stuff, and then she sees the axe, and her eyes light up. She's like, oh, well, it looks like I'm gonna get my hands a little dirty. And then she goes upstairs with the axe behind her back. She goes upstairs and sees her mom, her stepmom. And her stepmom's like, ugh, what do you want? Do I have to go take you shopping again? And Lizzie's like, oh, you know I like shopping. But what you don't know is that I really like chopping. So after Lizzie says that, her mom's like, chopping? What the hell? So she turns around and she continues doing what she was doing. So Lizzie pulls out the axe and hits her behind the head, the back of her head. And her mom goes down. Thunk. Lizzie goes to town. Chop. 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 Then she gets tired because mom's a big lady. Goes back to chopping. Chop. 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 So after Lizzie was done chopping her mom, her stepmom, she was like, whew, that was a lot of chopping to do. Chopping. So now she has to wait for her dad to get back from his daily jog. So she calls the maid, like, maid, make me some toast. Maid. The maid's like, what? She's like, where the hell were you? I was calling you. She's like, sorry, I was eating a Milky Way. And so she was like, make me some toast. She's like, okay. The maid's like, oh, she looks tired. I wonder why. She's a weird child. So Lizzie goes downstairs and eats her toast, laughing for no apparent reason. Toast. Toast. So her dad walks in, and he's like, ooh, smells like toast. And murder. Anyway, so he lays down on the couch. He's like, oh, I'm exhausted. Lizzie walks in and she's like, hey, Dad, I know your workout just finished, but mine has just begun. So she pulls out the axe and gets back to chopping. Chop. 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 So once Lizzie gets the job done, she throws the axe, and as she throws the axe, hits the floor, crack. It breaks. So then she calls for the maid. She's like, maid, Dad's chopped up in the living room. Call the cops. Chopped. So then Lizzie goes outside. She's just chilling there, doing her nails, waiting for the cops to arrive. Then the cops arrive, and they're like, what happened? She's like, oh, I found Dad chopped up in the living room. He's just there, dead. They're like, where were you? I was in the barn. Being weird. So they started questioning her further because none of what she says makes sense. She eventually becomes a suspect because she keeps doing suspicious things like burning a dress because it had paint on it. She eventually goes to trial and becomes innocent. Here's why. In every murder case, there has to be a motive. And the assumed motive for Lizzie to kill her parents was to inherit the money. But Lizzie was already getting what she wanted. She's already being a spoiled brat. Someone who may have had the motive to kill Andrew Borden is someone who he might have done a bad business deal, because he was like the Trump of the late 1800s. Another reason why people think Lizzie Borden committed the murder was because she was unemotional after the death of her parents and when the police were questioning her. But that was also because the police gave her sedatives, and people on sedatives are unemotional. But generally, she was already a natural unemotional person. Another big issue why Lizzie couldn't have committed the murder were the timetables. Andrew Borden entered a trolley car at 10:35. He then exited the trolley car, walked home, and got let in by the maid at around 10:45. He then went upstairs, put something in his office, came back downstairs, and laid on the couch in the living room at around 10:55. By 11 o'clock, Lizzie called for the maid, telling that her parents were murdered. The maid then called a neighbor boy to run to the police station to get the police. The police then arrived at the scene at 11:15. By 11:30, the house was surrounded by a crowd of people. And the fact that they accused Lizzie Borden of killing both her parents, striking them a dozen times each, she would have had blood all over her, on her fingernails, on her hair, on her dress, but she was spotless. Even on the dress that she had burned 3 days later, there's nothing found on it. Moreover, the broken axe that was found in the back was clean. It did not have any traces of blood covering it. It would have been too time-consuming to even clean the axe anyways. It would have not fit the timetables. On the plus side, the axe was too rusted and too old to be used, whereas the murder weapon was sharp. So to sum everything up, there was no real motive, no evidence, and nothing fit in the timetables. And though she was found innocent, Lizzie Borden went through the rest of her life being known as a murderer. The end. So, did I get the job?
No. Have a good day. Go home.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. Ring, ring, ring goes the bell. Chop, chop, chop goes my axe. And the head, it did fell. I enjoy being a murderer. It's better than being a scrounger. I can breathe and believe when I'm chopping. I love the thrill of the kill.